Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Thank you again, everybody, for stopping in. We're going to switch stuff up a little bit because this demo dropped today, or 2 days ago. Steam is doing another one of its game like spotlight showcase things where they have like a virtual showcase of a bunch of different games. And this is one of them that was there. Lucifer Within Us. This is by Kit Fox Games. Kit Fox Games is an amazing publisher. Oh, it's the Steam Festival. It's the Steam Game Festival Autumn Edition. So check that out. That's right until the 13th. I don't know why I'm so sniffly all of a sudden now. But this is one of the demos that was available. This was available a while ago, and I didn't get a chance to play it on stream, which I was bummed about because I really it looks really good. So yeah, Crown Tundra soon. Crown Tundra soon. 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today. So today after stream, I'm gonna work on a little graphic that talks about our plans. So again, quick reminder since we're talking about it, 2 Fridays from now, not next Friday, but the Friday after, is the Crown Tundra release day. We're gonna have a 12-hour release celebration stream. We're gonna play through the whole thing on stream here. If you want to hang out and play it in time with us, that sounds fantastic. Saturday, we're gonna have another 12-hour stream. That's to celebrate 1,500 followers here on Twitch. Thank you to all the followers. Thank you to everybody. And then on that day, I'm going to be focusing on finishing the story if I haven't already, finishing the decks, and we're going to be doing a lot of new raids. We're going to be helping the community finish their decks as well. And we're going to start diving into Dynamax Adventures. So if you want to try Dynamax Adventures, if you want to at least see what Dynamax Adventures are, if you're not able to play for a certain amount of time or anything like that, come check it out. We're going to be poking at it as much as possible. We're going to be learning about it as much as possible. So yeah, two back-to-back 12-hour streams to celebrate Crown Tundra and 1,500 followers. So show up for that. That'll be very exciting. Erin said she will come hang out for the Saturday stream. So I don't know for how long, but some period of time. And now the game's being all weird. Okay. I assume it'd be level 60 mons again. It should scale the same way as Isle of Armor, I would assume. I don't know who'll be the last 2 members of your team in Crown Tundra. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna take some fools and we'll see how it goes. But okay, so we're gonna play Lucifer Within Us this morning, and then whenever we finish this demo, we'll switch over to Prey. I just really wanted to get this on stream. VSync enabled. All that's good. So yeah. 100 years without murder. 100 years without demonic possession. Hold on. That's not that long, if you're tracking it that way. Then this. I'm Sister Ada, exorcist and investigator. This is my testament to the massacre of St. Walpurgis Abbey. It is truth. Do not believe the lies of my accusers. Well, hang on. We're starting with a lot right away. The game, I mean, I guess the game has started, but god dang, like we're in it, like we're going. St. Walpurgis Alley Cybernetics Workshop. Oh. Let me turn this up a little bit. I didn't know it was voice acted.
I am Virgil, Chief Inquisitor at St. Walpurgis Abbey.
Let me know if everybody can hear that okay, if it needs to go up a little louder in the mix.
We may be in need of your talents as an exorcist.
Okay. Click. Thank you.
The evidence yourself, but
Oh, I gotta be, okay.
I think you will agree.
A bit louder? Okay.
Has there truly been a murder?
It seems so. A respected priestess, Mother Miriam, passed this morning under suspicious circumstances.
Nice, thank you, John. Suspicious circumstances, you hate to see it. Okay,
What happened exactly?
Mother Miriam was only recently appointed as successor to Abbot Gregory. This morning, she came to the workshop to receive her coronet of office.
Something went wrong with the installation.
What?
Yes, to put it mildly, the coronet oversurged, killing Mother Miriam. Brace yourself for the sight.
Then the workshop operators, Gideon and Reuben, are the prime suspects. They are brothers, right?
We're jumping right into it. I dig
Yes,
this.
But it's highly out of character for Gideon or Reuben to kill someone.
Even so, they were the only ones present when Mother Miriam died. So you can tell some of the things that like they did after the fact, but
Daemons nurture our sinful desires into unthinkable actions, Virgil.
okay, so it's daemons. So it's officially daemons.
One of the brothers has surely been seduced by a daemon.
Jellicent, Magmar, Ultrasun, Luxray, and Flapple. I'll probably bring my Melmetal, because that'll be cool.
Whichever it is, I will unmask his lies and cast out the daemon within him.
May Einsoff's will be done. Amen.
Einsoff? Okay. I still got questions. But okay. Oh, if you didn't see it in the Discord, there's I pulled Volkner today in Pokemon Masters. I pulled Volkner. They did some bonus gems, and I realized that I hadn't done a lot of the co-op EX stuff. So I went in Demon or Daemon? Daemon. So not even Daemon, Daemon, which is like it's uncommon. Need to see a list of Pokemon that are coming back, and then you data mine their leaks. If you look at the Apple Boy tweet, so if you go look at Cerebee's list, Cerebee has a collection of everything that's been revealed as far as official trailers and stuff like that. A data miner looked at data that looked like it had been scrubbed as opposed to removed, and there's a handful of more Pokemon in that. Probably the most interesting thing is the Gen 3 starters are rumored. Now remember, temper your expectation. Not a leak. Not a data mine of the update, since that's not available anywhere. Just looking at the ways the data was stored differently in the Pokedex. So it's like everything that Cerebee has, plus some mythicals, Gen 3 starters, and fossil Pokemon. That's pretty much it. But you know, good stuff. You know me, time to get my hopes up and make it all come crashing down. Yeah, time for John to build a team around Aerodactyl, and then when Aerodactyl isn't in it, to weep quietly into his pillow. They might be the game no Pokedex entry like the Alola starters. That's your guess. Yeah, I'm wondering how many Pokemon they'll have as like transfer only. I'd like to see a lot more Pokemon in this be in as transfer only, and then like, yeah, you can't get them in the game, but if you got them, you got them. So yeah, if they didn't have a Dex entry, like who knows, you know. To exercise a daemon, we must uncover four things.
The suspect. We must identify which sinner is possessed by a daemon.
I love it. Just sinner. Which sinner? Get him.
Second, the opportunity. When exactly was the murder committed?
Probably when the thing in our brain exploded.
We can pinpoint the opportunity by analyzing each suspect's testimonies.
That's probably what did it. I agree, transfer only would be nice. I just think it'd be way more interesting than saying all of these Pokemon are now randomly in the game, by saying, hey, you can transfer these Pokemon in if you have them, but they're not, you know, they're not in the wild. I think that should be like a new standard.
Third, the means by which the
a
murder has
Duskull.
been
Yo.
committed. The means can be found among the physical evidence at the scene of the incident. Fourth, the motive of the murderer, which can be found in their inner world, their sanctum.
Their inner world.
The
I gotta go into their
motive
mind
which
palace?
Daemon possesses the sinner.
Very well. Let us begin our holy work.
Hell yeah, let us begin our holy work. That's what I say every day when I start playing Pokemon. Yo, Nathan, what's up? Nathan, what is going on, my friend? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Is it safe for you to come in? I don't know, Nathan. What are you talking about? Yeah, every day when I start playing Pokemon, let us begin our holy work. All right, so this is the game. So this immediately freaking grabbed me. This immediately grabbed me that this is how the game looks, right? This is so just like I'm so into this right away. Let me see if there's a controls. No? Okay. Because I'm curious if there's like a highlight interactables. The interactable things shine pretty well. Oh, because of your luck? No, hey, your luck has been great. I'm excited about it. It looks like I've got a person I can talk to. I can talk to these people here. And then there's these people here that I cannot talk to. Top-down games always look pleasing to me. I like it because it means that like, so this is an adventure game, right? Like, so you know about Nikata? Yeah, I saw it. It means that the game doesn't have to be like, you know, 8 billion%, you know, like it doesn't have to be the most beautiful thing in the world because it's got this like this nice camera, and I can zoom in a bit, I can get a little closer if I want to be like, oh hey, what's going on here? This is workstation. Let's talk to someone. Who's this? Gideon. This is the younger brother. Okay.
This is madness. I will not suffer this injustice.
All right. Well, I already don't like you.
I am Gideon the Grand, the greatest cybernetician of our generation.
Okay, bud.
I am blessed. I don't know what went wrong this morning. My hands are guided by the divine.
I see only gaudy trinkets here. Mother Miriam died by your hands. Is that not so?
No, why would I want to harm her? Mother Miriam was my patron. She loved me like a son. Did nothing wrong. The consecration chamber must have been compromised. Sister Ada is here to seek the truth, Gideon. You have nothing to fear if you are innocent. Please hear Gideon's testimony, Sister Ada, and judge for yourself if he speaks true. Testimony of a subject is divided into events. Okay, so this popped up in the trailer, and it's really, really neat. So here, actually looking at it, we're gonna have to move a couple things around. So I'm gonna move this down a little bit. We're gonna move the support frames to the top so that y'all can see the, so you see these 3 tracks here that I'm in front of, right? You know, I hatch 10 shinies in a day. I mean, Nathan's working on it. You can access detailed descriptions of events by hovering over them. You can manipulate the timeline marker to navigate to any moment in the testimony. Right? So here we go. Let us listen to what Gideon has to say. So, okay.
Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration ceremony. I've performed this many times before, so I was confident.
So look, we actually see them in the world. Right? So Miriam arrives. They're talking with the cyber crown. Okay. The other brother comes over.
For the ceremony, I ordered Reuben to take Mother Miriam to the consecration chamber.
Okay. So he told Reuben to take her to the consecration chamber, which is this space over here.
Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet's amplifier.
Now he loses sight. Wait a second. Let's re-examine what he said about Miriam's arrival.
Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration. Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration.
Interesting. Gideon does not mention Reuben being present while greeting Mother Miriam. Let's select Miriam's arrival and ask Gideon about it. Good, I should remember that I can ask a suspect about any statement in a testimony. So it's gonna be a lot like Phoenix Wright, where you're like, let's hear all their testimony, and then let's badger them about every piece of their testimony. And then when you talk to somebody else, badger them about every piece of that testimony. So you did a thing. I saw Sparkle. I was gonna give it a second so that I can so that it would pop up. Yeah, I don't think we've seen these. So, yeah, look at that. Shiny Bunnelby looks really good. Shiny Bunnelby looks really good. Okay. Were you alone when you greeted Mother Miriam? Yes, I was certain I was alone then. He insists he was alone. I wonder if Reuben will corroborate this. For now, let's finish hearing the rest of his testimony.
Meanwhile, I adjusted the coordinates amplification at my work table, and then placed it on Mother Miriam's head.
Okay, so he has no sight of the both of them right now. All right, I like this. You can see his sight lines. So he's messing with it, and I also like that we can fast forward. Okay, and then when he gets over here, Reuben's not there. Yeah, no worries, John. Did Bunnelby represent Clement as reference to the anime?
I thought I heard the chamber open, but didn't think much of it.
Okay. They're praying. We can confirm that the chamber opened. So we'll go through. We'll go through and we'll talk to everybody about it.
I activated the consecration chamber and began the ceremony itself. The aether output was within safe ranges.
Okay, and she's here. Reuben comes over, does something. She starts having problems. And then her head fucking explodes. No, I don't want to do that. Why did Reuben do this? Why not open the chamber yourself? Did not want Mother Miriam to have to wait too long. Besides, me knowing Wicker's all Reuben is good for anyway. What exactly did you modify? Modified the amplifier within to its maximum setting. To do so, I just temporarily removed the limiter. But I made sure to replace it before taking it to the chamber.
We began by closing our...
Okay. You heard the door open? Perhaps. I think I also heard footsteps. But it's a faint, vague memory, not to mention it's impossible. After all, Mother Miriam can't open the door from within. Reuben was probably working away on some new device or another. I must have imagined it. But we can confirm that happened. What makes you so certain the ceremony was safe? Because I have performed it many times. And then... Okay. So we got our info out of him. And then we have our little bits of info. All right, Reuben.
An exorcist? Surely there are no demons here, though. This was an accident, wasn't it? If Gideon is possessed, that would mean he did it on purpose. Horrible.
You must be the elder brother.
Yes, my name is Reuben Garamond. I am responsible for the engineering and design of our implants.
How did Mother Miriam die, exactly?
It was a completely preventable accident. Mother Miriam died because Gideon deliberately flouted the ceremonial guidelines for his own glory.
Oh.
Gideon may be my flesh and blood, but he must take responsibility for his negligence.
Damn. Let's hear what Reuben has to say. Keep in mind, Reuben's testimony may greatly different. May different greatly. That's okay. If an event is corroborated by another suspect's testimony, it will be marked as verified on the timeline. Wingle. All right. Drawing a Wingle. Okay. Okay. So let's... mute the game. And put some low music. There we go. All right. Den's Glitter Fart Unicorn. Here's your Wingull. So we'll start with the beak. Okay, well, it doesn't hook that much. I feel like I'm getting better, but at the same time, am still bad. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm getting better at this. And maybe it's that I'm getting better and like can see the flaws better. Can we pro move this? Bam, look at that pro move. You love to see it. And then there's a tail. It has blue stripes. Like this. Blue stripes. Perfect. I think it's got another one here. Oh, it's back. Undo that just because you can just use that tool. And then I think it's beak's a little more orange. Yeah, Wingull. Saving that. Den's Wingull. Let me look this up. That's not a very good picture. Oh, there's some blue on the tail. Oh, it does have feet. It does have feet. I thought it didn't have feet. It does have feet. Oh, wow, its eyes are completely different. Oh, wow. Huh. Well, you know, that's why it's drawn it from memory. But Dens, thank you for redeeming that. All right, get back to the game. If a friend is corroborated by another suspect's testimony, it'll be marked as verified on the timeline. Love getting verified on my timeline. Gotta love having a verified timeline. Okay, let's listen to what Ruben has to say.
Mother Miriam came to us to receive a consecration ceremony, but she wanted something extravagant.
So he's there.
Gideon suggested setting the coronet to have maximum ether output. I warned him that doing so is highly dangerous.
Okay.
Gideon convinced her to move forward with the ceremony anyway, since he was going to handle everything. I went back to my tasks.
Oh, so he did. So Ruben didn't take her. This part of his testimony is rather long and repetitive. Let's move ahead to the next section.
When Gideon activated the consecration chamber, I immediately felt something was wrong. I begged Gideon to stop, but he didn't listen.
I've heard enough. Let's leave him for now. No, there's very clear. Okay. I'm just going to go along with the tutorial. Now that we've heard the testimony for each suspect, let's think carefully. There's only one truth to the chain of events this morning, and I doubt that either brother has told it to us. We must rely on Ainsof's greatest gift to us, our mind. There are three ways we should consider what we've discovered. First way, deduction. Since there can only be one truth, if two things don't lie, one or both is false. Gideon and Reuben do not agree on something. Someone is lying. Or, if what they say do not match the evidence I find, then they must be lying. Second is induction. I should base my theory based on what I discover. If my theory does not align with any of the testimonies or evidence that I find, then I should discard it. If two theories are both possible, then I should prefer the one that has more information that supports it. That said, induction alone is usually not enough. Finally, abduction. I must hypothesize what could have happened, filling gaps in information with my imagination. This is the fastest and most powerful way of thinking, but also the most fraught. I should engage in each of the three ways in order to uncover the truth. Fucking one truth prevails, fools! Okay, so what do we got here? Coronet limiter. So he said he replaced it. So he's wrong. Coronet limiter, a valuable piece of evidence. New entries added to your evidence panel, which can be found there. Then I can access detailed information. I must present it to a suspect in order to discover any contradictions. Fucking take that. Found in Gideon's workshop, components required to safely install the cornet without causing Aether oversurge. So literally the thing. Let's check his workstation. A new piece of evidence, let's examine it. Consecration ceremony. Place the cornet and recipient in the chamber. The performer and the recipient pray in silence. Begin the song to start modulating the Aether. Intensify the Aether output by bringing the performance to a crescendo. Okay. Poke, what's going on? That's so loud. Poke, what's going on? Hope you're having a good one. Okay, so I've got cornet blueprints. Plans for constructing the Aether cornet. Purpose of the device seems to be amplify the user's Aether output. The components are amplifier, casing, and limiter. Seems very simple. Oh, and then also spear blueprints. Found in Reuben's workstation, plans for restoring a relic that was recently brought to St. Walpurgis by Father Augustine. Waiting for the new Funko Pop to go live so you can purchase it. What sort of pop is it? Okay, let's examine the control panel. Used to activate and control the consecration chamber, usage records showed that the Aether output during the ceremony was well beyond safe ranges. Ah, that Magneto. Let's examine her body, which I think include... Body's completely unharmed, but her head is exploded into a mess of blood and bone fragments. Yeah, that's... And then the cornet remains. Found near Mother Miriam's body, parts of the amplifier component and bits of the casing have survived the explosion. Let's examine the button. Door controls. Used to open and close the consecration chamber, only openable from outside the chamber. Users records show it was opened twice this morning. And we know it was opened twice. Alright, Gideon. Now I've discovered an important piece of information. Let's ask the suspect about them. Collect any evidence and ask him about it. Recognize this component, Gideon? It was found at your workstation. Cornet limiter? Impossible, but the explosion. How could it be undamaged? Someone must have removed it from the cornet prior to the ceremony. All but ensuring that the ceremony would end in a bloody mess. It had nothing to do with this. Why would I sabotage my own work? Why indeed? Consecration ceremony is meant to be glorious, beautiful. Reuben has always been devout, serious, and boring. We can't all be grand, I suppose.
Mother Miriam came to me.
Were you alone, Green Mother Miriam? Yes, I was certain I was alone then. Can I contradict him? Because it's clear that he wasn't?
To prepare for the ceremony, I ordered Reuben to take Mother Miriam to the consecration chamber.
Like... No? Okay. That Ruben's little chart, he sure loves making things complicated. True art comes from the soul. Nothing that mess of lines and wires expresses the beauty of the cornet. So I can't... Let's just ask him about everything. That Ruben's little project, whatever keeps him busy, is fine by me. Wow. This guy's, kind of a D-head. We're just gonna go down the line. How exactly do you operate this device? Do you press the keys much like a normal organ? It's a crude way to phrase it. There's much artistry in the performance. The rhythm and the melody of my music affects how the energy is transferred into the implant. This was never supposed to happen, Mother Miriam. I'm so sorry. I can at least be comforted that her death was painless. My masterwork. It was perfectly fitted to Mother Miriam's brow. Even in pieces, you can see the sublime beauty of my artistry. Yo, Lemon! What is up? Good morning. But that can't be all you found. Where's the limiter? Limiter? There was a safety device? Aether limiter was supposed to protect the cornet from an oversurge. Additionally, it was the crown jewel of the cornet. I suppose it shattered. Damnation. No, remember I literally showed you already. Okay. How's it going? It's going well. Going well, just hanging out. Door access records show that the chamber was sealed during the ceremony. There you have it, proof that the ceremony was performed flawlessly. Perhaps what's curious is the door was opened twice. The first time was when Ruben opened the chamber to let Mother Miriam in. The second time was just before the ceremony started, when you closed your eyes and prayed for guidance. But the one true God is my witness, I swear that is the truth. I kneeled and listened for his voice. It must have been Ruben who opened it for some reason. He is always skittish about the slightest possibility of malfunction. Oh, I can just click these buttons and jump right to him.
Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration ceremony. To prepare for the ceremony, I ordered...
Oh, I have to ask him about his... I see. Did Ruben return to work? I have no idea. That's not important here anyhow. It sure is.
We begin.
Gideon claims that the Aether output values are within safe ranges, but the control panel indicates otherwise. Let's present the control panel to him and unmask his lie. That's great. You lied, Gideon. The ceremony wasn't safe. The control panel records show that the Aether output values were at abnormally high ranges. Huh, of course it was. Miriam wanted the cornet to be as powerful as it could be. But I'm Gideon the Grand. With my talents, I had it under control. I made no errors. Something else went wrong. I just don't know what. Fucking unmask your lies. Good. The statement from Gideon's testimony is now verified for 2 reasons. 1, specificity. It has a shorter time frame and describes a clearer set of events. 2, physicality. Gideon's testimony is now consistent with the records from the control panel. I can assume that any verified statement like this is true. What's more, the contradiction weakened the suspect's resolve. His eye of providence glows, which allows me to enter his sanctum, the digital representation of his mind. What? Let's use his third eye to enter his sanctum and see what truly motivates the suspect. What? We tricked him. And then we only cracked the outer layer of his sanctum this time. Still, let's examine the psychological evidence we found. Found in Gideon's sanctum, craves attention and sincerely believes that he's the best cyberstician in the world. This information helps me discern which statements to trust. Let's quickly examine each statement in his testimony again. Some of the statements are now supported by the suspect's psychology. Okay. Cinematic Pikachu. Yeah, I saw that. I'm just going to do those all at once. I need to sort out my event boxes anyway. I'm waiting until Crown Tundra comes out and I'm going to transfer a lot more of my bank up. I need to pull stuff out of my bank back into their games. So like my shiny legends from Gen 7, I need to pull back into Gen 7 so I can finish doing those wormhole hunts. And then a lot of the shinies I'll transfer up to home. And yeah, let me tell you, that 12-hour stream, we're going to be doing a lot. Next, I must find correlations between the suspect's behavior and existing daemons. Let's open the daemonology. Lemon, are you excited to open this book of demons? Lucifer the Proud. Yo. The Prince of Demons and Eternal Adversary. Beelzebub the Gluttonous. Sathanas the Vengeful. Lotan the Envious. And we don't have anybody for narcissist. The suspect is possessed. There should be a psychological evidence that has a clear correlation with the daemon. To obtain further psychological evidence, I must find more contradictions and present them to the suspect. Now that I've heard the testimony and gathered evidence, I can accuse the suspect. I don't want to. I must establish the opportunity, motive, and means of the crime. I can try as many times as I wish, but there's only one true answer for each section. Let's try to establish the opportunity. Let's present if it's a valid answer, the suspect will be forced to admit that they've committed the murder at that time. Otherwise, the suspect will give a counter argument as to why that's impossible. When could I possibly have harmed Mother Miriam? You performed the ceremony yourself. This gave you ample opportunity to hurt her. Yes, I performed the ceremony, but I did nothing that could have harmed her. Oh no, opportunity, no, a different one. Let's establish the means. This end you would present physical evidence, the limiter. Good, same as before. The suspect will accept my evidence if it's valid and deny if they can explain why I'm wrong. By what means are you claiming that I killed her? While you were just in Cornet, you removed the limiter. That's nonsense. Do you really think I would forget to replace the crown jewel of my masterpiece? That's fair. And the motive. I need to present the psychological evidence. Good. If he's the culprit to be then presented with the correct motive, the daemon within him will compel him to speak the truth. This is great. This is great. If not, he will deny my claim. I really appreciate that it's like, if I get it just right, the demon will be like, you fucking got me. To you, Mother Miriam was a mere prop for your masterpiece. You carelessly caused her death in pursuit of artistic glory. How dare you? I took the utmost care in everything I did for Mother Miriam. The cornet was designed to be worn by her. Without her, it will forever remain imperfect. I would never risk anything to harm my work or Mother Miriam. I loved Mother Miriam. Why would I hurt her? Okay. Cancel for now and leave the suspect. Okay. I want to jump to Ruben. And I want to ask him. Curious, Ruben claims he went back to his workstation. What does Gideon say? Let's switch his testimony. No, do you know what's this is kind of annoying as like I'm getting ahead of the tutorial because I've played these games. Like I've played these types of games, so I'm immediately like, oh, he says he told him to do this, and this person says he did this. I should ask this person about this, and it's like, no, you gotta stick with it. That's a little frustrating, but it's a demo. It's a demo. Like that's a me. That's not the game. Gideon claims Ruben opened the door of the consecration chamber. Let's go back to Ruben.
Gideon convinced her to move forward with the ceremony anyway.
Unmask his lie. Lies unmasked. That's so good. That stinger's so good. Ruben Garamond, you did not return to your workstation after the discussion. Gideon ordered you to open the consecration chamber for Mother Miriam. Ordered me? Is that what he told you? Despite his delusions, Gideon is certainly not my master. I did open the chamber. It's true. I apologize for the omission. It's a regular part of our routine that it slipped my mind earlier. Okay. Ruben has amended his testimony. Let's examine open chamber. Good. The statement from Ruben's testimony is now verified for 2 reasons. 1, corroboration. Gideon's testimony confirms Ruben opened the door for Mother Miriam. 2, specificity. It has a shorter time frame and describes a clearer set of events. I can assume any verified statement like this is true.
Mother Miriam,
You need not mention me being there? Typical.
Since Gideon was going to handle everything.
What were you working on? I was restoring a ceremonial spear for tonight's mass. It's a magnificent relic. I think Abbot Gregory will be pleased with the result. If I have this.
Meanwhile, I adjusted the aether output.
So we need to try to break.
With me, Mother Miriam came to me.
Contradict. Boom! Lies unmasked. I see through your deceit. Lies, Gideon. Reuben tells me he was with you when Mother Miriam arrived. I appreciate that there is no pretense in like, you must have forgotten that your brother was there. You must have missed him. It's just like, you absolute liar! There's no middle ground. What? Come to think of it, yes, he was standing there, scowling as usual. He was not just standing there, he tried to stop you. Mother Miriam wanted her coronet to be extraordinary, so you convinced her to increase its aether output. Reuben warned you about the danger, but you insisted to Mother Miriam the ceremony was safe. I love my brother, but Reuben is a sniveling coward. He exaggerated the risk. Yes, the ceremony had some danger, however, it was well within my abilities. I made no error. This is how it happened. Oh, hell yeah, we got some new...
Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration. Mother Miriam came to me for her consecrations. Mother Miriam wanted the coronet to be spectacular. So I suggested maximizing its aether amplification. Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet's amplification at my work table, and then placed it on
Okay, so I'm going to contradict with the limiter to be like, look, you clearly didn't reinstall the limiter, because the limiter's here. No? Okay. Oh, I can contradict him with... I can contradict it with other stuff in the timeline.
The aether output was dangerously high. Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet's amplification at my work table.
When Gideon activated the consecration chamber, I immediately felt something.
After what happened, Gideon still thinks he had things under control. He's delusional.
Since Gideon was going to handle everything, I went back to
Oh,
my tasks,
ooh.
but I couldn't shake the feeling.
Lies unmasked. Let me at your third eye, dog. Give me that third eye. Believer. He's a believer. Faithful servant of Ainsof, or so he thinks. He knows that cybernetics are a critical part of the one truth. Let's ask him about it. Cybernetics empower us in the eyes of the one true God, Ainsof. I am honored to be of service.
When Gideon activated the consecration chamber, I immediately...
You accuse me of sabotage. When could I have done this? Right here. This big gap of time. What about when Gideon and Mother Miriam? So this is basically Professor Layton Phoenix, right, but with the devil. Yeah, there's like it's like the setting seems to be like a weird mix of because there's like some like cyber Egyptian imagery mixed in. But yeah, it's like a detective adventure game, which is rad. I'm always surprised that genre didn't take off. What about when Mother Miriam gave him praying? I was still working at the time. Do I have proof that he wasn't? If so, I should contradict him with it first before accusing him. During the ceremony, no one was inside the chamber other than Mother Miriam. If you're accusing me of sabotage, when could I have done this? Okay, hang on. So, I will present... Okay, hang on. The door controls. I had nothing to do with this. Gideon handled everything for the ceremony.
Since Gideon
Okay, hang on.
was going to handle everything,
He says he went back to work, but the door shows that it was open. Love it. You test my patience, Reuben. Oh, God, I love this lady. Has your memory slipped once more? The records show that the consecration chamber was opened twice today. Given that Gideon was praying during this time, only you could have opened the chamber. It's true I opened the chamber again just before the ceremony started, but I had my reasons. Something about the chamber seemed unseemly. Given what happened to Mother Miriam, I feel vindicated in my fears. Tell me what you did in the chamber. Oh! Look at all this!
Since Gideon was going to handle everything, so I opened the consecration chamber to verify that the coronet was in working order.
Alright. Oh!
Everything seemed fine, so
Oh.
I returned to my desk again.
He took something. Look, it's in his hand.
So I opened the
Oh, how do I?
consecration chamber to verify that the coronet was in working order. Everything seemed fine. So
How do I?
returned to my desk again.
Oh, how do I accuse? Okay, hang on.
We began by closing our eyes and
He opened the chamber while I was praying. That seems paranoid even for him. How do I? Okay.
the aether output was dangerously high, but I had the chamber on.
Oh, okay. I've gone through the fun. Oh, okay. So there was. Okay. Got a little ahead of ourselves. I've gone through the fundamental steps of investigating a murder. However, there is much I have yet to uncover about this incident. I should continue to find more information, contrast the suspects with them, and try to accuse a suspect. No one will tell me when I'm ready to accuse. That is entirely up to my discretion. However, there are no consequences for a failed accusation. Each failure will bring me closer to the truth of the incident. Okay, so let's try to get a. Let's try to get an accusation kicking on Reuben. So his opportunity now is when he went in to check the chamber. During the prayer, you claim to have opened the chamber to check the materials. That is when you sabotage the ceremony. Okay, so we're more specific there, which is good. Means you removed the limiter. There was nothing faulty with the coronet itself. Indeed, the craftsmanship was flawless, as was Gideon's performance of the ceremony. But you removed the limiter from the cornet without Gideon's knowledge, which, coupled with the cornet's high amplification, caused an oversurge. Gideon's arrogance may have endangered Mother Miriam, but you ensured she would die from it. So, now we need his motive. So, he's a believer. This could be this guy? I think it's this guy. I think it's Lotan. I think it's Lotan. Your faith is what drove you to kill Mother Miriam. Why would you think so? If anything, my faith is proof that I would not hurt a priestess. This says present psychological evidence. Maybe I need to... Okay. Maybe I need to get more specific evidence, but like it's lining up, man. So we know that the cornet limiter is not... why would I want to harm her? You're a self-absorbed man. Everything you do feeds into your pride. To you, Mother Miriam was a mere prop for your masterpiece. Carelessly caused her death in pursuit. Ready for guillotine? Yeah, same. Same. Okay, so that... Okay. Okay, so that sticks.
Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet's amplification at my work table.
Mega Houndoom, 2 Hydreigon, 3 Tyranitar. I wish I had a Mega Houndoom.
We began.
Everything seemed fine, so I returned to my desk again.
Honk, fuck off.
Yo, Brian, what's up?
Gideon activated the consecration chamber.
The only demon dog. Why did you have to ask Gideon to stop? Why not force him? Couldn't you open the chamber or push Gideon aside? Interrupting the ceremony would have been more dangerous. Had I opened the chamber, the energy would have been let loose into the workshop. Had I pushed Gideon away, no one would have been controlling the energy gathered into the chamber. In either case, my action would have resulted in a greater catastrophe. How's it going, Brian? Okay, so... I feel... Oh, can we... Oh, I can get him again. I can get him again. Look at that. I broke another layer. See, that's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Yes. Motive. Envy. Why does Gideon get all the credit for Ruben's hard work? If only Gideon could be exposed for being the fraud that he is. This is what I wanted. Mother Miriam's death was merely a means to an end. Humiliation of Gideon. You envy your brother's success. You want his fame, his glory. Boom. That and that's the end. That's great. Oh, what a good game. That's rad. That's rad. Okay, then. I was expecting a little bit more, but that's cool. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was really fun.